and welcome to another episode of Sky Sports. And on the episode today, we're discussing Manchester United, which is a rather depressing topic, but we have to discuss it after the loss to Atletico Madrid last night in the Champions League, which sends Man United crashing out of the Champions League before the quarter-final stages, losing on an aggregate 2-1 to Atletico Madrid. And of course, on the weekend they did beat Tottenham Hotspur 3-2, so we were hopeful for today's encounter. However, unfortunately, it's gone back to losing for Manchester United. With me here in the studio is, of course, former Manchester United legend Paul Scholes. Scholesy, another disappointing result for United. Where do they go from here after this result tonight? Of course, is a disappointing result for Manchester United. There's no doubt about it. You know, looking at this side, I do think there's a lot of potential in the squad, but I do feel that United is lacking a real world class quality manager, and this is something that's really evident that I can see. You know, when I look at the squad, the first half I thought they played well. They came out firing a good intensity, but in the second half they kind of slacked off a bit. The changes that were made didn't really have an impact, to be honest with you. If I look at Rashford, he didn't really do too much. He came on, he lost the ball a few times. Paul Pogba, we know what he's capable of, but he didn't really do anything as well. No real impact. And I mean, Matic and Mata, to be honest with you, they're quite old, and I think they should be put out to pasture now, to be honest. They've been loyal servants, but they're not really going to do much. So it's a bit concerning with Manchester United. No disrespect to Ragnick, but he's a footballing director. He hasn't had the experience of coaching a world-class team like Manchester United or the likes to winning titles. We know what he's done at RB Leipzig, and he's from a football and director point of view, building the club up. But this is different at Old Trafford, and yeah, what can I say? It's another disappointing night for United. Yes, indeed, Scalzi. And of course, after the Spurs match, we were hopeful, coming back, showing that character, winning 3-2, that United would perhaps go through against Atletico. We know that they are a very tough and well organised team under Simeone to break down. However, they failed to score and get that crucial goal. I've also got with me in the studio also former Manchester United legend Roy Keane. And Kino, what is your thoughts on what's been happening with Manchester United, taking into consideration the Derby loss and the other games? Of course, last night they lost as well. These group of players for me are they just not hard-working enough players. In my day, we would bleed on that pitch for Manchester United. There was no question about tracking back, anything like that. Going in for those 50-50 balls. For me, the Manchester United derby was shameful. Really, some of those players should never play for Manchester United again, to be honest with you. If I look at some of them, guys like Maguire, to be honest, he's got no business being a Manchester United captain. The guy is slow, he's out of position, he shows no leadership. Guys like Pogba, they're capable of brilliance, but also capable of utter rubbish, to be honest with you. And there's just too much of an inconsistency in the squad. And I do feel for Ragnick being an interim manager position, but United really got to get a world class manager on a permanent basis and some direction for the club here. It's really quite embarrassing. That 4-1 defeat to City was quite humiliating. Showed the gap between City and United, and that was painful to watch. The Spurs game was really good, encouraging to see the comeback. But to be honest with you, it's really one player, Ronaldo, who we know is class, and he scored a hat trick. And that's the thing with Manchester United. They're relying on individual performances rather than a collective structure and team effort. in order to win these games, and that's why we're seeing this inconsistency with this group of players. And there isn't somebody at the helm who's really going to marshal this group of players and get the best out of them so that we can start challenging again. Yes, Kino, thank you very much for that. Totally agree with you. And the question is, when will they get a world-class manager in at Manchester United? Perhaps the likes of Conte, who they didn't get and Spurs got, and the likes of Thomas Tuchel, Pep Guardiola, your Jurgen Klopps, who are, I mean, unlikely to go to Manchester United. Who would they get? And this is the ongoing debate. But be that as it may, they have lost again, and I'm sure the Liverpool fans and all the other rival fans are indeed very happy about this. And on that note, on that depressing note, as a United fan, we will now bring this interview to an end, and I hope you have a lovely evening. Thank you and goodbye.